Hello everyone, this is Zooc and today I'm bringing you, yes, you guessed it, another logo video. Haha, bet you're excited. Anyway, this is going to be for a Polish website called Go2Arena, I think, yeah, go2arena.com. Basically, it's for one of their side projects called Game Arena. Go2Arena is like a, sort of an e-store. It's pretty popular, and you can buy all sorts of games there, and has like a lot of community-driven stuff. And this was one of their side projects for basically a platform that allows users to come together and compete, sort of like a competitive gaming hub, if you will, for all sorts of games, MMOs, RTS, all sorts of stuff. So they needed a logo for this particular side project, and they came to me. So see, I have Polish clients. I have nothing against Poland. I have like 4 Polish clients on standby right now. So calm down, fuck's sake. You know, I got so much flack because of my mentioning of Polish people in my Q&A. As a joke, obviously, there was nothing serious about that. But yeah, I got like, you faggot, insulting Poland. Like, dude, seriously? Like, I've had Polish clients in the past, and I have nothing against them as a nation. It's retarded the way people react. Anyway, yes, these are Polish guys, and they came to me with this project. It took a few days to finalize, and it's still not 100% final, but it's towards the stages of being completed. The idea for this logo was actually, I worked on this for quite a bit. It's not, it didn't happen as fast as my usual stuff, because, you know, it got to be something that is gaming related, you know, or tech related, mostly gaming actually, because it's what they really do, and also denotes competitivity. And since the actual project is called Game Arena, I thought in my mind the most obvious thing to do was go for something that makes reference to arenas, like Roman Colosseum, stuff like that, which is like the ultimate platform for competitive anything, including people killing themselves. So yeah, right there I'm just browsing for mice because I had the idea of putting a mouse in the middle as a sort of a, you know, pillar-like symbol for the fact that it's gaming related, and just have the arena in the back on both sides. First they wanted a minimalistic logo, something that was like 2 letters. I looked at the design brief and what they wrote there, but you know, as I previously mentioned, sometimes you disagree with the client and you think you know what's better for them, and so you don't really necessarily have to take their suggestions into account all the time, which I rarely do. I mean, I do to a certain degree, but sometimes, you know, it's like, I think something else would work here, or, you know, like maybe it's too simple, it's too generic, it's too this and that, yeah. So the mouse I chose is a Razer Naga, I believe, which should be a shape that most people recognize because it's a very popular mouse. And they wanted a few color variants. I personally wanted to keep it all black, because for logos, that's generally like the best way to go about it, unless you're doing something related to food, or, you know, yeah, for gaming, yeah, I guess colors are kind of necessary, but not always. Not always, and not for everything. It's very specific to when you want to apply a color or play around with color schemes. So they wanted to see a few color variants here, like blue and orange. Like their colors on the website they use most are blue and orange. And those colors don't always work together, and not for everything. But their style on the website is very like gradient intensive and effects intensive, and I'm kind of straying away from that because recently, as you might have noticed on websites like Google, YouTube, you know, lots of big websites, the flat colors are coming back. You know, flat colors used to be a kind of an old thing, and then we went onto the stage, the Web 2.0 stage, where everything had a gradient. Everything had like either a subtle pattern, you know, gradients over gradients, special effects. Now, the early 2000s were like very intensive on that sort of stuff, and nowadays we sort of quieted down on that part and came back to minimalism and, you know, flat colors and legibility, not just effects intensive stuff. So they're currently rebranding their website as well, which is why they wanted something new. I'm not sure what they're gonna go with. I've seen some logo concepts from them, and, you know, they have a few there in flat colors that I'm hoping they will choose. That's what at least I recommended to them, because let's be honest, you don't need the gradients unless you're making like a title screen for a video game like StarCraft, you know, stuff like that, where indeed you need to point the viewer towards the high level of technology that's present in the game, or crazy machinery that's encountered in the game. Like, you don't need to do that with logos, because you're not like a machine company, right? You sell games, or you sell whatever business. You're gardening or landscape. But high-tech gradients, they're not really a necessity. So I'm just fixing a few color variants there and added sort of a shield-like shape just to frame it a bit better. Initially, I wanted to keep it simple black, like I said, but now I think I've found something that I prefer more to that, and it's going to be finalized here in a second. They basically voted on the logos, and I showed three variants to them that are not present here. Like, the first one was this one with the mouse in the Colosseum, and the second one was 2 letters, and the third one was just the Colosseum drawn in a different way. And as I expected and as I recommended, they went for the first one, because I've noticed that the first idea I get is usually the best one, and it's usually the one that gets accepted, which is nice. It saves me a lot of time. But when you're dealing with multiple people, because that's what I encountered here as well, there were like several people voting on it. Unfortunately, you got to provide options, because some people might have a different image, and you got to show it to them, like put it into practice and visualize it and materialize it for them to realize that maybe it's not that good, or it doesn't fit the situation. So yeah, this is gonna be it. The top left one is my personal favorite. Now I'm just waiting for the final confirmation, but basically the logo is done. All I need to do is wait for the person in charge to decide which of these he prefers, and you will probably see it on the website very soon after the rebranding takes place. So please rate that shit. Hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you around. Bye bye.